Hello. Can you hear me all right? Um, Hello, how are you? Welcome back to the channel. It's day two of a full day of spannering. Um, where on earth has my weekend gone? I had 3 days off, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And it just seems to have disappeared. Um, yeah, it's all gone. Back to work tomorrow. I am still filthy, by the way. I've had a full day today of spannering with Dad. We've been working on not only the Audi TT but the Fiat Doblo van. I had a Doblo van problem, which I'll talk about in a minute. Yesterday, I took Mrs. John Coupland to Meadow Hall. Um, that was an interesting experience, to say the least. And we went to the home of Swedish meatball heaven. We went to IKEA yesterday as well. I'll talk about that in just a second. Um, I'm enjoying these live videos, by the way. Just a little bit of a personal blog, a little bit of an update, daily live for 5 or 6 minutes or so, 10 minutes. If you are watching live, say hello, please. Let me know what you've been doing this weekend. If you're not watching live, then hope you enjoy the little catch up. So, if you are not aware already, the TT that I bought recently on the channel is knackered, like properly knackered. It developed a fault Thursday in that it was misfiring. I got an engine warning light, scanned it, and there were 7 or 8 codes. Took it to Dad's Friday, said, "Hey, Dad, we'll have a quick look at this." Filmed a full video, which is coming to the channel tomorrow, documenting everything we found. And I did a live video a couple of days ago, which documented the drama as well. So that's that. TT's broken. That was all Friday. All Friday, we spent all day taking it apart, finding out what the problem was, buying parts. And if you remember in that live video, I was pretty disheartened. I'm feeling a bit better today after today's work, which I'll talk about in just a second. Then yesterday, Swedish Meatball Day, Mrs. John Cooper and I took the Fiat Doblo originally, which is my snail van, to Meadowhall. Sorry, I've just had a salad. I've got tomato in my teeth. We got about 10 miles down the road, and I said to Mrs. John Cooper, "This doesn't feel right." And my rear offside tyre was flat. So we pulled in at a service station, filled it up, paid £1 for some air, and filled the tyre up. And then we drove home again because I didn't know what the issue was. And I didn't want there to be a blowout or any drama with related to tyres, because they're really important on the way to Sheffield. It's about a 100-mile trip away from us. Evening to Finley, by the way. Hello. And Peter played cricket yesterday in the rain. Crazy. It's Mad Dogs and Englishmen, isn't it? Play cricket in the midday sun. Mad Dogs and Englishmen play cricket in the torrential rain. Storm Andrew, was it yesterday? Anyway, so yesterday we got back. So we went to where we were, 10 miles down the road, came back, picked up the smart car, which has now got new springs. Awesome new springs on the smart car and some lower bottom ball joints and track rod end joints, which made the car like a brand new car. Honestly, the difference that has made is unbelievable. So shout out to Dad for that. No rain, just blowing a hoolie. What on earth is that? Blowing a hoolie. No idea. Windy? You're clearly not from Lincolnshire. I've never heard blowing a hoolie. Where are you from, Peter? Down south, I think. Cornwall, if I remember rightly. Anyway, so that was yesterday. Mrs. John Cooton bought some bits and pieces. I'll tell you one thing we did end up doing yesterday. We went into a shop at Meadowhall called Flannels. I don't think flannels for your face. Um, it was a new shop Mrs. John Cooper wanted to go into. I'd never been in, and I walked in and I'd seen that um, there were the option to buy some Gucci jackets or something. And as soon as I saw the Gucci jackets, I thought, yeah, this is going to be an interesting shopping experience. Mrs. John Coupland, who normally loves her Primark, going into flannels, she found a jacket she liked. A lovely jacket. It was like a gilet or gillet, however you say it, from the wonderful company Moncler. And I knew about Moncler through my work that people have them and they're bloody expensive. So I looked at the price tag and I knew it was going to be crazy. But I said to Mrs. John Cooper, "You'll never guess how much this is." And her response was, "What about 90 quid?" I said, "Well, you're close, darling. It's £1,295. I've bought two cars together for less than that for a jacket." So we left flannels and we went to Primark. That was the moral of the story. And then we went to IKEA and I bought these, which, as you can see, are now all gone. Uh, but they still smell good. Cinnamon. These are Giflars. There is a lad at work called Gif, and I call him Giflar. Cornwall, indeed. We say blowing a hoolie down south. Not up here. Not up here. Lashing it down. Siling it down. That's a Lincolnshire word. Anyway, so IKEA yesterday, Mrs. John Cooper bought pandas. The rule in our house is every time I buy a car, she gets a stuffed toy panda. That's why there's tons of them in our back bedroom on top of the wardrobe. £3.50 for a stuffed panda. That is a bargain, in my opinion. If you're on the hunt for a stuffed toy, we bought some for a friend who is I better not say that. They might be watching. We bought some stuffed pandas for somebody who does not watch the channel, who might be having a child soon. Yeah, so what did you get up to yesterday? Let me know. And then today, Sunday, absolutely full day of spannering. And you can tell by my attitude and my demeanour today, it's gone a bit better than Friday. Friday was, oh my God, all this is broken. This is all terrible. Today, we've started putting the car back together. So things we've done. Put the bumper back on. Put the headlights back on. They've had a good old clean. Welded. So we've done some welding underneath. There was a bar that holds some sort of tray on. And it'd come out from the chassis. Shout out to Rover Joe. Hello, Rover Joe. Thanks for being with me on my live chat, on my live stream. What else have we done on the TT today? Coolant. We have drained the coolant system. We've flushed it out. We've done that. We've ordered some parts. And by the end of the day, Dad today was like, yeah, we're going to take the sump off. Are we? We're going to take the sump off. That's a job to do. He's even talking about, and this is crazy, how to get the turbo off. So whether or not me and Dad are going to try and recondition a turbo, Dad's much more upbeat today. We found no more issues. In fact, we found good things. Underneath the car looks good. Dad's a lot more upbeat about it. And I was a bit concerned, really, because let's face it, I'm not the mechanic in our family. Dad is the mechanic, and he is the guy who looks after the fleet. I've got to keep Dad happy. Obviously, he does it for free. All I pay for is parts. I don't pay for any labour. And I try and muck in, and obviously my YouTubing helps pay for stuff. Look how filthy I am. You're a whole lot more upbeat. I was worried you're going to give up on the TT. Peter, I'm looking at it this way. I'm 1,800 quid into the TT. It's only money, right? If anything, the TT is giving me some nice content at the moment. I hope people are enjoying watching the TT experience. I could just fill a hole in the ground and chuck money in it and set fire to it. It's how it's feeling, it's how it was feeling. It's how it was feeling. Today, I've actually looked and gone, actually, it's not too bad. Pipes, fine. We need to do them. Oil everywhere. Well, that's because all the pipes are split. Fine. Okay. People are selling, I think it's Borg Warner, the actual turbo, but brand new pattern turbos for like 130 quid. Okay, fine. Not a problem. Rover Joe, hope you're doing well. Okay, fine. Not a problem. Rover Joe, hope you're doing well. I am much better now, Rover Joe, than I was on Friday. Let's put it this way. If you are watching, by the way, drop me a comment to say hello. Alan, hello. How are you? Thanks for being with me. Oh my goodness. Have you seen this t-shirt, by the way? Number one uncle, it says, and then it's got Scar from the Lion King. Because I think he killed his brother. Clearly not number one uncle, right? Anyway, that's ready for Mrs. John Cooper and I going on holiday. Yeah, so that was today. So things that you have got to look forward to on the channel. I did a mini update on the channel today. So if you haven't seen that already, then please check that out. Sounding like Norman Collier, I had no idea who that is. Let's Google that. Norman Collier. Who's that? Oh dear. Oh, faulty microphone. Yeah, sorry. Might be the stream. It did just go a bit wappy. Hopefully it's back now. What was I saying? It might be my laptop. I think I broke it. There's so much running in the background. Anyway, the update is the TT is not as bad as I thought it was going to be on Friday. I am much more confident. I'm much more happy. It's cost me 200 quid so far. I don't see there being any more issues. I've checked all the intercooler pipes. We're going to have the sump off. We're going to clean all the sump out. Dad's done a little bit of welding today, which has kept him happy. He's slowly getting into the TT project now. Genuinely, thank you for watching the channel. It's not only my therapy, but also I enjoy it. And weirdly, people also enjoy watching the content. Is there anything specific you'd like to see on the channel, by the way? I try and put everything on there now. But if there is genuinely anything that you would like to see, I'm always open to suggestions. Videos coming this week. There will be videos. There'll be a video with me taking the sump off. There'll be a whole video about day 2 of Spannering that we've done today. There will be a Mrs. John Cooper yesterday wanted to do a let's go to IKEA video. You don't want to see that. Me wandering around IKEA. Oh, that felt good. Oh. Rover Joe, I've been contemplating whether I should do some welding on the Honda or get it done at a restoration place. Decisions. This is the way I'm looking at it, Rover Joe. If you do the welding and it's no good, you can at least then give it to the professionals to have a go, to do it properly, right? We all learn and start somewhere. If you have never done any welding before, give it a go. I've never done any welding before. True story. Dad's the welder. He's qualified. Give it a go, Rover Joe. That'd be quite a cool little video as well, I think. Trying to do your own welding. Finley says, I wouldn't mind the IKEA video. It's just Mrs. John Keaton buying pandas. That's all it is. Right, that's it. I'm going to end the live video in just a moment. But I wanted to just stress to people how thankful I am for this. The viewers. I had a fantastic month on YouTube last month. Like the biggest month I've ever had. Like 171% more, I think it said. So thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. Thank you to everyone who's supported me in my personal life because Mrs. John Cooper isn't very well. We are waiting for some test results. They are coming Tuesday, a couple of days' time. Seeing what happens there, I suppose we will get there. Thanks to everybody who has supported the channel. I need to go make myself look pretty now and not filthy and get myself ready for work tomorrow because I've got a full week at work and then I've got a week off actually. So full week of work and then a week off. Thanks for all your support. You're all legends. Have a great day, whatever you're getting up to. Thanks to everyone who's been involved with the live stream. Humbled that people sit and watch this. And have a great rest of your weekend. I hope it's been okay. Take care. Goodbye.